because I wear a few hats. And at the moment, I suppose being a marketer is a constant thread through everything that I've done over the past 25 years of my probably proper grown-up career. And right now I run a digital agency. I do still consult with clients on their digital and marketing strategy. I have written 5 books and contributed to about 3 or 4 others. And and the latest book that I've written is about sustainable marketing. And so I've written about digital marketing, I've written about marketing, I'm now focusing on sustainable, more responsible marketing, which is pretty topical right now for all of us. And so I also am a kind of serial kind of, as I said, plate spinner. And I was awarded this serial entrepreneur, I also award from Small Business Britain, because I do keep my finger in a few pies. And as well as the business that I run, I'm also I do quite a lot of work in preventative healthcare. And I set up a social enterprise around preventative healthcare in 2018, where we were running some pilot schemes with GP practices. And that is still such a big passion of mine. And I suppose what I've done now is converged my digital experience with preventative healthcare. And we've created a program that is now very scalable because it's digital, but it's still very human and very practical and very user-friendly and very effective. So we've been piloting that. So I'm on a mission to change how marketing behaves, how marketing is studied, to ensure that sustainability is well in the marketing curriculum. So I'm working with the Chartered Institute of Marketing and my co-author Gemma on those initiatives. We're training marketers through courses I've developed and courses I'm developing with the Carbon Literacy Trust for marketers in how they can not only just be interested in sustainability, but be qualified in carbon literacy and more sustainable practice. And so there's that mission over there, as well as running my own business, being a mother, being a yoga teacher, and of course, having this other endeavor of preventative healthcare. So I suppose I'm just busy, I'm a busy, restless soul that enjoys kind of making a difference, making things happen. I always remember a chap that I was employed as a consultant for him for 6 months and ended up working with them for 15 years as a consultant. And I said, I came here for 6 months. I don't think I signed up for this length of time in helping you to grow your business. And he said, we need people like you, Michelle, because you just get things done. And I think I'm a get things done kind of person. So that's what I've always been. That's what I've always done. It's been my frustration, but I think it's also a strength. And now I'm trying to get things done in a way that I want to get things done. I have my finger in a lot of pies, but I do meet a lot of people, and I work with a number of businesses and teams, but I'm often very siloed. It's often me strategizing, thinking, planning. And what I really love about, and I'm inspired by at MarketingKind, is the range of people that are part of the community, the range of ideas that we discuss, the range of challenges that we discuss. And for me, it's just so wonderful to sit back and listen without feeling that I have to fix everything, because, this is a community. So I can feel that I'm part of something rather than having to constantly lead on something. And so I can listen, and I can really sit back and I can really learn and understand such a range of diverse issues, challenges, ideas. For me, it's just, I have a real love of learning, and I'm interested in so many things. And at MarketingKind, I can just listen in and contribute if I want to contribute or can contribute, but also sit back and just listen and learn and be inspired by other people that are a little bit like me as well. So yeah, there's a great range of people, and it helps me feel like I'm part of something, but I don't necessarily always have to contribute. I can just listen and learn. I know Gemma has already been my co-author and I suppose partner in our podcast, Can Marketing Save the Planet? Can Marketing Save the Planet is the question that we pose to all of our guests, but we also try to have themes in that podcast as well around aspects that are important to marketers and businesses generally. And so the way people can get involved is by listening to the podcast and sharing that podcast, but also if you feel like you've got something to say or there's an issue that we haven't covered, we would love to bring guests into the podcast that have got something else to say or add to the richness and range that we have going on within the podcast. So I think that's one thing people can do. The other thing is that we've set up a Sustainable Marketer Manifesto. I know that you guys are part of our partners and support that, and we're thrilled with that. And the manifesto is a kind of Hippocratic oath around helping marketers to commit to being more responsible. And it really is just about educate yourself, educate others so that you can drive and steer change. Because as what happened with Gemma and I when we wrote Sustainable Marketing, How to Drive Profits with Purpose, was that we started to learn things and see things that we just weren't aware of. And I think as a marketer, and maybe with that DNA within that says, we've got to get something sorted out about this. There is, once you've seen something, once you're aware, once you're educated, you really feel that you have a responsibility to do something. And I think that once we're educated, it not only inspires us to be more creative in the way that we can think about problem solving, but it also, it gives us that energy to kind of an impetus to really push through and overcome some challenges and maybe get a little bit more courageous and start asking some thorny questions. So I think that the manifesto, we would love all marketers. There are apparently 10.6 million marketers on the planet. And our intention is to have every single one of them aligned. So pretty big intention. So we need all the support we can get. So anything anybody can do about that, we would love to hear what you think about the manifesto, sign the manifesto, and how can you help us share that manifesto around the world. And then last but not least, the preventative healthcare service, mental health, mental well-being. It starts with us. And I think for many of us, we all get so busy. It happened to me when I was a very busy executive at Sarches, ad executive, very young, burning the candle at both ends, just burnt out, became stressed. And before I knew it, was having awful anxieties. I mean, my daughter has literally just emailed me to say, Mum, have you got anything for my friend who's having terrible anxiety attacks at university? It's all around us all the time. And so we're not very equipped at taking care of ourselves. We're not taught about breathing, about movement, about nutrition, about simple little things around sleep and, basic stuff that people think that we know, but we don't know. And so the preventative healthcare service is about lifestyle medicine. It is about the stuff we can be doing ourselves, really basic, simple stuff. And again, I would like to get the course that we've created, which was a physical course that we were delivering and piloting with GPs, into the hands of everybody that needs it, with no barriers. And it is a kind of do good, get good business model, in as much as if employees take it on, then licenses are gifted to the community, and also it helps the wider community because we're working with other charities with the work that they're doing as well, not only with mental health, but also about saving the planet. So it all kind of converges. So I would say those three things would be the way that people could support, the Marketing Kind community could support the work that I'm doing.